YouTube, welcome to Upside DIY. So this is where I'm putting a few of the antenna supplies. This is actually becoming a good pile. And this right here, oh, well, not ooh, but here is some interesting electronics, but some stuff needs to be fixed up. Oh, this is an ink cartridge. This is a rare connector. So, and this is still good. It's like a laser or something. I don't know. It's made out of metal. My brother used to play airsoft, or plays airsoft. So I have a kind of to go through a few things here, but there's a lot of cell phone adapters that were in the suitcase, so those I need to clean those up and stuff. And I've been putting this box of stuff in kind of in the fish room, or the sorting room, and there's some random electronics, extra wires and just things that. There's cracked phones and things that I'm going to be taking apart, and there's like a small Canon camera, so this is going to probably be an electronics update. This is kind of like a radio antenna, but there's some good parts for a Sony small 8mm player. There's an adapter that I was taking apart but couldn't fix it. So, and there's TV speakers, and so there's those phones, or not phones, but chargers. And then there's coaxial cables, or there might be a few power lines in here. And then some more adapters that I need to sort out. And then I've got to look for some of the 3.5mm to RCA. I really need to keep those on hand because they are really useful for recording audio stuff. And then I'm trying to put, here are those power cables, and just PC, rare PC cables and things. A few of the other electronics that that I need to test and stuff to see if they still work. This actually is a really old Palm, but it has an SD card slot situated in it. Small micro. So I don't want to crack the screen, so I guess I'll show you some of the DIY stuff. Is this little cookie tray. It's actually like a good screw holder. You see those screws don't roll too much, and I could actually pick them out, and it helps me sort out different screws. So, and then, as you can see, I could sort these things out, and I didn't explain why I was using something like this in my Lenovo on my last video when I was taking apart the Lenovo. So that kind of reminds me of keeping my electronic tools, for some of these repairs, sorting out my electronic tools for some of these repairs. So some of the repairs I'm doing is actually I'm trying to make a couple of shoe soles. So I made a template. I traced out some shoes. I have two different templates. One of them needs the sole, which I made out of kind of like these trays that you could get, or any kind of foam. So there's one, and then on top of that there's the other, right and left, and you trace one side and then you flip it over and then trace another, and then all I have to do is actually cut these out of the cardboard, and even that one But I'm going to use silicone. So I have a few tubes, a couple of tubes. I'm running out of liquid nail and silicone, but I'm going to coat pretty much, and it should be placed this way, but I'm going to coat the cardboard. It depends the color of the shoe. I'm going to use silicone, and then I could also use like weatherproofing paint and silicone. But this shoe is black, so it's going to be painted and then silicone. But then hopefully, after you know, everything's prepped up, I'm going to use some more silicone, and then I'm going to put this in the shoe, add some more silicone towards the underside, and probably on this one I'm going to have some fabric covering this, and then just gluing this into the shoe basically. And this tray you know, has a little groove here. Hopefully that doesn't bother me too much, but I could try to fill it in with silicone as much as I can. Just, and then I have these like socks. There's a that I used some shoes to help me mold, but I rubbed silicone on that, so it's going to be really comfortable on the top. Pretty much on the top of the foot, just all around, and it's waterproof. So I kind of forgot to bring this bag inside the other room. And I would recommend kind of using like a kitchen knife with little small teeth. It cuts the cardboard better. And I've been working on this table. So these are the marks. 1, 2. I also had these small pieces of metal or something. It looks like it was for like a lock or something. But this stuff is like battery material, you know, like Energizer or Duracell. But it's yeah, I had to source out my metal drill bit. I've got 8 screws, pretty much 8 screws that I found. And pretty much this table is going to be it's going to be towards the end. Like, I made all the measurements and stuff, and then the ends of these brackets, it actually sits flush with the edge of the table, and then I could use like something like this to help me straighten out. And then I'm gonna mark 4 holes first, and then you know, flip this around, and then it's going to be able to hold on to kind of like the center. I kind of coated it and I wrapped it up with the electrical tape just so that it doesn't scratch this. And then it's going to be able to, and it's a really tight fit, so most of the dimensions are pretty much accurate, but I already know that this is going to sit flush to the edge of the table. And I'm going to use 1 screw first, figure out the other hole, and then you know, bend it. But it's going to help, you know, once these are in, it's going to really help me hold this top on. And then it's going to so I glued it with liquid nail, and then I could probably put another coat of it on there. It's going to help me use this as a working table. And these are some more templates and stuff. And I wanted to kind of show you guys pretty much the suitcase repair. So and you know, this liner needs to come out, or I need to, you know, clean up this liner up. But yeah, I pretty much sewed this suitcase together yesterday, and sat on Sunday and Monday. I've been working non-stop, ordering stuff on Saturday from Amazon that's getting here by Friday. Some of the items were canceled because they didn't have the item in stock, but you know, looking for deals, doing research. And then yeah, this is going to be my Dremel. And then yeah, the brushes are coming for my medium-sized Dremel, and I have small Dremels. And then I've got this suitcase that is empty. I'll probably use this to help me sort out some stuff. This is actually a really good tool. These are my these are actually like CV joint or transmission tools for special Torx bolts that I hardly use. but if I ever, yeah. So I might put really cool tools somewhere, and then, but with these suitcases and things, they're really nice to have because you could just open them up, and then the tools will be, you know, stored away. And then I got this, and then I've got this. You know, I moved my suitcases around. This is practically empty. Only one shoe is in there, and I actually need to also fix not cars, but my shelf stereos. So yeah, I'm gonna do a short tour of that later on. But there's another suitcase that says soldering and adapters right there, so that might be for larger components that I could fix, tools. And then I've got these Ryobis that I actually saw like a really good deal for the batteries on these things. I think it was like $36 for two, but some of these batteries have different, well, I'm not going to, you know, spread, you know, rumors, but, you know, but I've got the 18 volts, and then it doesn't even show you like the 6 amps or 7 amps that these are, but I should have gotten just in case, but I don't even use these that much. And I have the charger and things, but I don't really, you know, I'm trying to get the wall powered adapter. So some of my Ryobi stuff, pretty much that I had in this spare bag. So there are a few things, a laptop bag, those are basically, that's the box that drill. Then I had, and there's a small little heater, which I pretty, an old phone, and this right here is actually, I actually got this from someone, and it's a converter, it's supposed to be a converter, so DC 9 volts. A couple of few license plate frames that I got on sale in the old days, a power adapter for the phone. And space heaters are pretty cool. I can see that there's a thermostat, but they run up the bill so high. And pretty much a decent Windows keyboard. And I'm pretty sure I saw like one of these suitcases that had electronics, you know, stuff that I'm tearing down. I need to tear down that doesn't power on. There's like some hair clippers in this, but it's in a bag or a duffel bag. So somehow I got to reorganize or put these things back somewhere else so that I could pretty much work on these, but it's not going to be that hard. So I don't know, I might have to go onto Amazon, and I would actually have to get those batteries if they're still on sale, and then you know, I'm looking up like a GoPro camera. They have one for pretty cheap that goes underwater. It's like $20 and stuff, but with those I would actually have to look for one that comes with a memory card, because and then and I'm doing a lot of research with memory cards, whereas you know, those only take like 32. The terabyte memory cards, I could probably test it with this phone, because I haven't tested, so I want to put the 1 terabyte in here just to test it. But I think they're for like dash cams, and you know, but 1 terabyte is quite large for them. My tablet. So it's really hard to say exactly, but I got it right here. I might try to test it on that phone. And I guess I'll see you guys on the next Upside DIY. I'm gonna, you know, I got mouse to help me test old computers. Mice.